My 5 was Luka.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have Luka this high.
Really?
Not crazy much lower, but he's the start of the next tier for me. Why Luka above the Tatums and the KDs
Durant.
of the world?
I would say it's just the all-around skill, all-around game that he has. It's just like, that Harden ball, that Trey ball that we've been talking about. I think Luka is the absolute peak or pinnacle version or edition of that we've seen. His game is so complete. As far as his game with the ball in his hands, which, is what the Mavs system is. Put the ball in Luka's hands and everything else works off of that. Is just, it's unmatched. There's not a guy in this league that is as skilled in so many areas as he is. The way he can score at every single level, the way that he's just completely, it doesn't matter. He's kind of like Jokic in this way, but it's if Jokic had the mentality of a Harden.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If Jokic was like, I know that I can score every time, so I'm just going to actually try to do that. I'm going to actually try to score every time. That's what Luka is. The way that the best defenders in the world guarding Luka can look like merely a minor inconvenience to him.
It doesn't matter who.
Yeah.
It could be the best. Or that's actually been a team some things have done where they throw their best defender on Kyrie because they know that they'll get more value shutting off Kyrie's faucet than slowing down Luka's.
Same thing with why people have started to realize that the person who guards Jokic one-on-one is not the most important defensive assignment, because if you have your best defender on Jokic, it's not that far of a drop-off as it would be for guarding other players when you put your second best defender on him. It's similar to how Dirk was so difficult to guard. He's so good at making awkward and off-balance shots that, what is playing good defense? You're putting them in uncomfortable situations where they have to make
awkward
tough,
and unbalanced shots.
Yeah, exactly. And when a player is really freaking good at that, that's what their strength is.
Their calling card.
It's what can defense even do at that point? That's kind of the thing with Luka. That's what I've come to realize with just watching him in the playoffs, where I thought that the Clippers, the first time they drew them as their opponent, I was like, oh, well, this is going to be a death gauntlet for Luka. This is so unfortunate that this is who they drew as their first round matchup. But then watching it, it was like Luka still completely dominated and made that series really tightly contested, even though he had some combination of Paul George and Kawhi Leonard on him that entire series.